are some of the outcomes you're hoping come out of the Idea Channel? And you may have a very different perspective than
you guys
the other
should.
ladies.
I want to hear what you guys have to say first.
For this whole, Idea Channel and digital studios really have the same goal, in my opinion, and that's to build a new audience for PBS, right? So a lot of us grew up watching PBS and now probably never watch it on TV. We may not watch anything on TV, right? So we want to make stuff for YouTube audiences that has a brain and that you can participate in and you can engage with us or with Mike in. And so every show that we make, Idea Channel and beyond, has to have that element of critical thinking and engagement and brainness. So audience, yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
I mean, my ultimate, I don't know if I have like a big master plan. Really, a lot of it is selfish. Like I said, I get excited about taking these kinds of things and smashing them together. But also, I think that there's, and this is not going to be news to people who have watched most of Idea Channel, right? That a lot of times popular culture is thought of as a thing that's just for entertainment, that it is a feature of the world that is not deserving of inquiry or critical thought, that it is a thing that does not repay such inquiry or thought, that you need to have, and that if you do want to do that kind of work or thinking, you need to have some kind of special training, and that if you do it wrong, the people who do it right will come down on you and judge you, that it's a very hard space to enter, that the barriers for success are incredibly high, and I don't think any of those things are true. And sort of the goal of Idea Channel is to show that any person who has an experience of popular culture, right, like media is a description of someone's subjective experience of the world through the eyes of the things that they have created, whether it's characters, settings, situations, or blah, 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 blah. So we all have subjective experience, and that makes us qualified to then compare our subjective experience to the subjective experience that is implied by media. And no matter what your expertise or training or outlook or anything is, your experience of that thing is important. And is interesting and organizes and contextualizes every single piece of media, and allows you to be a more empowered consumer of things, right? Like if you understand how and why people put media together, how it works, why it does the things that it does, it not only shows you how to be a better audience member, but I think it tells you things about the world. And I realize that those are huge things to say about a show where I like jump around back and forth from side to side, like in a corner for 6 minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, Night Vale is the best! And that is me screaming Night Vale is the best for 7 minutes, going to reorganize someone's view of the world. I don't know, but I think it would be nice if for even a small group of people, Idea Channel shows that you don't have to have a master's in comparative media studies or something to think intelligently about the stuff that you consume, and that if you do think intelligently about it, it will repay you and the world will look different.
And I will say that I think a lot of the success of Idea Channel is thanks to you guys. Like I think, and this might be more about the YouTube platform than Idea Channel in particular, but people think that success on YouTube is views, but for us at PBS, I think a metric of success is the engagement and the loyal viewer who comes back and who, disagrees or has these really insightful comments and conversations rather than like, I clicked on this link, listened for 4 seconds, and then, opened Wikipedia and the Night Vale.
People who disagree, like in a nice way, like people who are like, this is really interesting, but I completely disagree. Those are my favorite comments. I love them so, because I love being wrong, because it means that I didn't know something, right? And then if you're wrong, and then someone's like, well, actually, you were totally right. That's what life is. That's life.
Idea Channel comments are some of the best on YouTube. They're
Yes.
very
Right, and I think that's she asked what our goal for Idea Channel is, and I guess I would like to see this community just grow stronger and continue to talk about awesome things. Hear about smart ideas.
the quality of Idea Channel comments is a thing that like we talked about that when Idea Channel started. Like, wouldn't it be sweet if the comments were good? And we tried really, really hard. Like, you know, everything about the show is about fueling the discussion, right? All of the decisions that are made come from the place of how will this empower the people who are watching this to have the conversation that we want them to have. And so, like we were saying, that a failure of a video is not a video that has low views. It's a video where the conversation doesn't go the way that we want it to, which means that I didn't provide a very important piece of information or did not think deeply enough about something. People are like, well, the obvious reaction to this is this, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it was.
Or the idea was too easy. Or
Yeah.
something. Right.
And so we tried to encourage that thing, but I don't think it was something that we could ever have done on purpose. And so the fact that our comment section has turned out the way that it has is incredibly humbling and very cool, and thank you.
Right.
Which is not to say anything bad about the views and the number of subscribers. Like, that is also awesome. You know, it can be like, whatever, 1 million views, cool. But I think it's really important to us that the community and the comments are.
Is there one, I'm gonna ask this last